Please welcome my good friend, James Yan.
What's going on, everybody? Yes. Thank y'all for being here. This is nice. This is nice. I was a little nervous. They were like, James, you're going to love it here when you get here. I don't want you to freak out, but you might not see a lot of your people. I'm glad to see they were wrong because I see fat ass people everywhere. So thank you. That's right, fat people, you my people. We gotta get together, raise a chicken wing, goddammit, yes! Now don't get mad because I said the word fat. I'm not saying everybody in here is fat. What I'm saying is it looks like a goddamn diabetes convention is what So you look like you're one breadstick away from losing a damn foot, is what I'm saying. Good looking crowd, lovely people here. You look nervous, I like that, ma'am. You okay? You all right? Look at her. Your first time? No, you talk to black people all the time. Great, nice, all right, awesome. Nice. You probably do. Oh, there you go, there's one. All right, hey. You got a lot of black friends too? A few, okay. I like the fact you took the time to count them. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Negroes. 3's her limit, sir. She won't go higher than that. That's right, yeah. Like a riot in here, man. I feel good. It feels great to be back out here again traveling. We're over COVID finally, people. I'm so happy. Yes. Yes. And let's be honest, this is Florida. Y'all don't give a shit either way. No, you don't. I'll tell you, the toughest part about COVID for me was my kids were at home and I had to be a teacher, okay? Yeah, they put me in charge, apparently. Here's the hard part about it. Anybody here ever try to help their kids with their homework nowadays? You can't do it. No. I found out that kids do not trust parents like they used to back in the day when I was growing up. I tried to help my son with his homework. I tried. He's the smartest kid in his school. He was only 17 years old. His name is Isaiah. I see Isaiah doing his math homework at the dining room table. I walk over like a good dad and I try to help him. I say, hey buddy, I see you doing your math homework. When you get done, let dad check your work. He laughed just like you, sir. He laughed just like you. He looked at me and goes, Dad, you can't help me with my homework. You're just a comedian. Yeah, he's like, if I need help writing a dick joke, I'll come to you. But you can't help me with this math, old man. Now, most parents, when your kids talk back, right, you get upset, you get mad. Not me. I'm not just a parent. I'm a comedian. We don't get mad. We get even. So I looked at my son Isaiah. I said, oh, okay, all right. So you know more about math than me. He's like, yeah, I do. I'm like, cool. Maybe you can help me with a math problem that's been bugging me ever since we started this goddamn conversation. He gets all cocky. He's like, Dad, I got you. Any question about math, you ask me and I can answer it right away. I'm like, great. This is going to be a word problem. You might want to get some paper and a pencil. Here we go. Here's my math problem, son. Let's say I punch you in your left eye 3 times. Then I take away your iPhone for a month. Now tell me, what percentage of my foot do I need to put up your ass for you to shut the fuck up? Now solve for X, you little bastard. We don't talk anymore. No, we don't. No, we don't. Yeah, I was home with my kids during the pandemic. I had 3 kids at home with me, people. It was different. Yes, it was. I had my son, Noah James. He was home with me, too. 16-year-old son. They're wonderful, aren't they? That's sarcasm. Yeah. Here's the thing about my 16-year-old son. He's a 16-year-old boy, very smart, good kid. He's my most creative kid that I have. Great kid, creative. But here's the problem. He don't use his powers of creativity for good. Use it for pure evil, that's right. I learned that being home with him during the pandemic. He taught me a game that every 16-year-old boy likes to play. It's a game where you think you're having a real conversation with them, but it turns out to be a game to make you look like an asshole. That's what it is. Let me explain. Some of you have played the game, but you just don't know the name of it. Here's how the game was played. My son comes up to me. He's like, Dad, I saw what happened with Isaiah, and I am appalled and shocked. When your kids start using big words at you, they're about to give you some bullshit, okay? But he knew how to get to me. He played on my intelligence. He's like, Dad, I saw that he wouldn't let you help him. And I would love for you to help me with my project for school. And I got all excited. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to bond with my son over helping him with his homework. This is going to be great. I'm like, son, what do you need? He's like, Dad, you've been to Africa twice. I'm doing my project on Africa. Can I ask you some questions so I can get a good grade? I'm like, yeah, son, absolutely. Ask me any question. And he says, Dad, when you went to Africa, did you ever go to a country called Bofa? Now, some of you played this game before. This is 2020. I'm a dumb parent. I have no idea what's about to happen. So, sir, I say, hell no, I've never heard of a country in Africa called Bofa. And that's when he says, both of these nuts. It's a nut joke, sir, yes. And here's the thing about you kids, you young people, they got a million of them, don't they? But I gotta give him credit. He's creative, like I said, most creative kid I had. He hit me with one I didn't even see coming, people. We were in the car driving one day. He looks at me, he's like, Dad, do you mind if I put some music on for us to listen to from my phone? I'm like, whatever you want to listen to, champ, you knock yourself out. Pulls out his little cell phone, starts scrolling through it, finds a song he wants to listen to, hits play. Out of my car speakers comes a pop rock song. Now, if you know my son, he only listens to rap music, so I should have known that he was up to some shit. But here's the thing about a pop rock song, it's catchy. I find myself bobbing my head to it. My son sees me bob my head, he gets all happy, he's like, Dad, do you like this song? And I'm like, yeah, I love this song. He's like, do you know the name of the band? I'm like, nah, what's the name of the band? He's like, the name of this band is Imagine Dragons. Do you like the Imagine Dragons? And at this point, I'm all in. I'm like, hell yeah. I love the Imagine Dragons. And he's like, good. Imagine dragging these nuts across your face. I pushed him right out the moving vehicle. Yes, I did. Love my kids, man. I'm a proud parent, man. I am. It's not all bad news with my kids. I actually got some great news, man. Over the summer, I got to see my oldest of 4 kids do something pretty amazing. I saw my son graduate from college, everybody. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so proud. Now, I'm going to tell you guys something. Now, when my kids were little and I raised them, I was never an emotional parent, right? I was always a fair parent. I was a little strict, but I was never what you would call emotional. Now, do we have any emotional parents in the house? Okay. She is crying right now. Okay, yes. Now, that was a woman. I hear women in the audience say something, but men really don't admit that they're emotional. Is there any men that are emotional? Okay, a couple of them. All right, I see you, sir. I don't feel so bad now. You look like a manly man. I thought it was just me, and I felt a little insecure. See, I didn't get emotional until one day when my son graduated from college, people. That's when I found out that I'm an emotional parent. It sneaks up on you. You don't know what's about to happen. I go there with every intention just to cheer for my son, but then the crying snuck up on me, people. Yes, it did. We walk in, it's a huge arena, and I could see my son, and he's sitting down, and I'm happy, and I'm yelling, woo, that's my son, woo-hoo, there goes Devin, and everything was great until he walked across that stage. That's when everything changed. It crept in my voice first. That's when it first happens in your throat. I'm like, woo, that's my son, there's my son. Didn't know what happened. I was like, what was that? I tried to go right back into it. I'm like, woohoo! I'm so proud of my boy. Couldn't even talk anymore, sir. I'm like, it's my son. Oh my God! Oh my God! I just kept repeating that. Oh my God! Oh my God! I didn't even have any pearls on, but I clutched them. Yes. People, I am crying so hard. My beautiful wife said, honey, you look like a bitch right now. Then she gave me a Midol. I felt so much better. Yes, I did. I was retaining water, yeah. That ain't even the most embarrassing part, people. The most embarrassing part, I'm making so much noise because I'm crying, I'm so emotional, that my son from stage heard me crying, looked out into the audience, his eyes get big, he sees me and he starts pointing, and I get embarrassed because I know my son, he's gonna say something to me when he gets, when graduation is done. I know he's gonna say something. And sure enough, graduation ends, my son makes a beeline straight for me, people. And as he's getting closer, I can see he's getting emotional himself. Yes. Now, when he gets up to me, people, he is full on crying at this point. And he's like, Dad, I saw you crying. I saw you crying, and I know that you was crying because your oldest of 4 graduated college. That's why you was crying. And I looked at him with love in my eyes. And I said, that is not the reason I was crying. He said, well, Dad, why were you crying? I said, I was crying because I was thinking to myself, 1 down, 3 to fucking go. Then I punched him in the throat and I ran away. That's how you do it. Maintain dominance. Love my kids, man. I'm telling you a funny story, people, because I had a vasectomy. Yeah, everybody got quiet now. Okay, yeah. It's all funny until we talk about chopping dicks off. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I got a vasectomy, but here's the funny part. I have 4 kids, but I got a vasectomy after my 3rd. Let me tell you the story. When we first had our kids, we had them all a year apart. 1, 2, 3 kids, that's right. Now, we were young. We didn't have a lot of money. You guys know how expensive kids can be. So me and my wife decided that I was gonna get a vasectomy. Now I say that we decided because I was in the room when she said, you're gonna get a goddamn vasectomy. That's how marriage works. Yeah. So if you never had a vasectomy, it's quite simple. It's an outpatient surgery, meaning they don't put you under. You are awake the entire time. So here's how it works. You go into the actual doctor. He has to get your area ready. He has to get all this ready. So the doctor will wash and clean you. Yes, a man will have his hands on your junk for 30 minutes straight. I'm gonna tell you, that's the closest I've ever been to being gay in my life. And I've been to prison twice. Yes, I have. Yes. I'm gonna tell you, man, it's a little weird because once he cleans you, he shaves you, gets the area ready, now he has to numb you. Oh yeah, let me tell you how they numb you. Like I said, they don't put you under. There's no gas or anything. They don't give you 1, they don't give you 3. They give you 6 injections right in your giggle sticks. You know what I'm talking about? Yes. On the side. You thought I was crying at my son's graduation. Damn. Once he numbs you, he's ready to actually begin a procedure. Now, you're awake the whole time. You can feel him pulling. You can feel him tugging. And 20 minutes goes by. Then he's like, okay, Mr. Yan, everything looks good. It's time to close you up. Now, there's no stitches involved. There's none of that. No. It's different. There's no glue either. I would have took that shit at that point. Yeah. they cauterize the ends of both incisions to close you up. Let me say that again so you guys understand. They burn me close. You can smell yourself cooking. Look at me, I'm fat. It smells like bacon, okay? I never in my life was that scared and hungry in my life. You like bacon? Yeah, you do, yeah. I can tell. So then the doctor says to me, he's like, all right, Mr. Young, we got you closed up. You can go home. Now keep in mind, this man's had his hands on my junk for 30 minutes straight, opened me up, did some stuff to me, and he wants me just to get up and walk away. I said, hell no. I said, I'm not leaving here until I get to be Big Spoon or I get dinner. I'm not leaving. Hell no. Then my wife came in the room and I knew it was time to go at that point. Now my wife was my recovery nurse, that's right. She drives me home, she takes good care of me. She gets me home and she puts me on that couch and she gives me that bag of frozen peas to put in my lap. Now we were poor, so keep in mind, we were gonna eat them peas later on. Yes, we were. Yeah. Them peas were pretty good. They were good, yeah. Now I'm sitting there on that couch, right? My wife is being a great recovery nurse. She comes over to make sure I'm okay. Cause you know, men, we can be big babies. I admit that. She looks at me, she's like, all right, how's my little soldier? And I look at her, I'm like, which one? Okay. That's funny, yeah. But I tell her I'm okay, I'm all right, baby. And I just look at her and I want to be polite, so I say back to her, how do you feel? That's when she was like, baby, I'm glad you asked, because I actually feel funny. I'm like, what do you mean you feel funny? She goes, I feel the same way I felt when I was pregnant with our other 3 kids. I said to my wife, there is no way on God's green earth that you are pregnant because God don't have a sense of humor like that. And I learned on that day that God is a funny son of a bitch. Yes, he is. Hilarious. My wife goes to the corner store and picks up not 1, but 2 pregnancy tests just to make sure. And I'm like, you ain't gonna be pregnant. You ain't gonna be pregnant. She takes both those tests. And let me tell you something. It turns out on the day I got my vasectomy, my wife was exactly 2 weeks pregnant with my son Isaiah the math problem. That's right. Yes. So now when he acts up, I'm like, boy, you know you only made it here by 2 weeks. You know how you nickname your kids? His nickname? Fortnite. Yeah! Been married for a long time, man. I got a great woman. I talk so much mess about her, but I love my wife. That's right. We've been together for 29 years. Yes! Thank you. Thank you. And I don't talk mess about marriage like a lot of comics do. They complain about it. Not me. I tell y'all the truth about marriage. After 29 years, I can say this with confidence, looking y'all in y'all face. I am still in love. Yes, I am. After 29 years, I'm in love. I mean, not to her, a different bitch, but I'm saying. I got love in my heart. No, I'm joking, man. I'm joking. No, my wife's Puerto Rican. I am fucking joking. I am. I do not cheat on my baby. No, I don't. I am not gonna get cut. I'm not, no. Not again. No, not again, no. After the third time, I'm like, this bitch is crazy. Like, I'm not. I love my Puerto Rican wife, man. Puerto Rican people are actually amazing. Do we have any Puerto Rican people here? Okay, all right. We hit our quota. We got 2. Okay, nice. Very nice. Thank you, sir. See, that's a problem, people. If you don't have any Puerto Rican friends, my white brothers and sisters, y'all need to get some, because they are amazing. Yes, they are. Nobody parties like Puerto Rican people. Nobody. I'm serious. If y'all ain't never been to a Puerto Rican function, get invited to a birthday party. I don't even care if it's for a little kid that's 3 years old. That party is gonna be lit. Yes, it is. That party starts at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Friday. Sir, you know what time it ends? When the fucking cops get there on Tuesday, okay? Yeah? That's why I love going to any function where there is Latin people. That's where I met my wife. I met my wife in a Latin club, y'all. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely amazing. Now, anybody here ever go to a Latin club besides my Latin people? Any of my white brothers and sisters go to one? You been? All right, you've been. Now, if you've never been, let me explain why that's such a magical place. Now, if you like beautiful women, they keep all the beautiful women in Latin clubs. They're absolutely beautiful. But let me tell you, when you go there at a Latin club and you try to get a woman's phone number, you can't just pay her a compliment like at a bar and think you're gonna get a phone number. That's not how it works in a Latin club. See, if you wanna get a woman's attention in a Latin club, you gotta know how to do one thing. Dance to Latin music. Yes! And I know a lot of you guys looking intimidated like, James, I don't know how to dance to Latin music. It's okay. All you have to do is find the smoothest Latin lover in that place and you do everything that he does. Now you're thinking to yourself, well, James, how do I know who the smoothest Latin lover is? That's easy. You can tell by his outfit. Oh yeah, they wear the same outfit no matter what state you might be in. Every smooth Latin lover has on a long sleeve, button-down shirt rolled up to his elbows. That's right. And unbuttoned down to his navel so you can see every goddamn chain that he owns. That's right. He's wearing the tightest jeans you have ever seen. I mean, the jeans are so tight, ma'am, if they were any tighter, he couldn't have kids. No, I'm saying. And to top it all off, he is wearing white loafers like he is Pitbull the rapper. That's right. Now, you can always tell the smooth Latin dude by the way he walks. That's right. He got a certain way that he walks. Like, me and this gentleman, I saw you walk in. What's your name, sir? Greg. Of course it is. Fucking Greg. Yes. Now, you're a cool guy, Greg. Like me and you, we're normal guys. We walk the same way. We walk left, right, left, right. That's how we walk. Not a smooth Latin dude. If you guys ever seen a smooth Latin dude walk, he don't walk like that. He got a kick step before he goes anywhere. Y'all never seen that? Y'all never seen that? That's how they, woo, you see that? Yeah. And once they start, they don't stop. They bite their lip. That's how they go down. Now, if you really want to see a smooth Latin dude go to work, wait till they put on that infectious Latin beat. The DJ, when they put on that, yes, that's when that guy starts dancing. I don't even know what you call the dances, but he's like, I don't know what that is. I don't even know where he got the rose in his mouth. Just, yes. The guy was smooth and everything happened when he started to dance. It was crazy. Women are screaming. A bull fucking ran through. It was amazing. The women were so excited the guy could dance, they formed a circle around him. You ever see that? They're clapping. The women get so excited, they started throwing their bras and panties at that dude. Sir, he danced so good, Greg, I threw my bra and panty at him. He threw it right back. He did not want it. He threw it right back. Married a long time, man. I know a little bit about marriage, too. I do. There's certain things that are true about marriage they always say. Like that one saying, absolutely true. Happy wife, happy life. That's right, man. Now, I know a lot of you guys been married a long time. Like, I see a lot of veterans in here. I've been married for 29. Anybody married for longer? Any 30-year veterans in here? Clap, 30-year veterans. Any 35-year veterans? 40-year veterans? Really? 45-year veterans? No, we're going to stop there. The rest of them, they dead after that. No, you can't. That's how that works, man. Tell you some secrets to marriage, man. Like, you're not married yet. You're a little couple here. You look good. Oh, wow. Don't freak out. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. When you do get married, though, man, you got to do things to keep romance alive. They can tell you. All these veterans can tell you. It's hard. Life happens. You have kids. You got a career. You got to keep working at that romance. And I've learned a couple of secrets along the way, fellas. If you want to keep the romance going, there's a question you can ask a woman to make sure she stays in the mood. A question. You want to know? Of course you want to know, fucking Greg. Yeah, you do. Hell yeah. It's a simple question, but it's a very powerful one. Greg, you want to keep your woman in the mood all the time? This is a question you can ask her. You look in her eyes, you tell her you love her, and you say, baby, tell me what your fantasy is. Ooh, look at the women. Woo, yes. Look at her face, Greg. Look at her face, yes. She almost said it right there, yeah. Let me explain why that works, fellas, because if you ask a woman what her fantasy is, it lets her know that you are not a selfish lover. You care about her needs before your own. Women like that, Greg. They do. Shake your head. Yeah, take notes, goddammit, yes. So you can use this when you get home. So you can ask this woman when you get home what her fantasy is. Look at that. She's going to be happy. Not now. Wait. You wait. You wait till you get home, you ask, then you put it on Facebook. We will like the shit out of it, yes. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you the rules before you do this at home, my friend. Here's the rules. When you ask a woman her fantasy, the rules say this. No matter what she answers back, no matter how crazy it may sound, you have to do it, and you can't get mad. You understand? All right, so you go home, you ask her that, you got to be willing to take the consequences. If you go home and ask her, hey, baby, I want to do what James said. I want to ask you what your fantasy is. Now, if she says something crazy like, I want a fat, chubby, black comedian, like... You call me, yes! I will walk right in your house like this. Woo! Now, I'm going to tell you, my wife knows the rules. The rules say if you ask, whatever she says, you got to do it. So she uses that shit against me. I'm not going to lie to you, my friend. Last time I asked my baby, I'm like, hey, what's your fantasy, boo-boo? I want to make sure I keep you happy. You got a new one? She's like, yeah, I do. Because I've been thinking about doing this for a long time. I'm like, what you want to do? She's like, well, we've never done it in water before. I'm like, ooh, we've never done it in water. And I just learned to swim. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I still wear the floaties, but I can do it, yeah. So I'm like, yeah, that sounds kind of good. She's like, yeah, but I want to do it in special water. I'm like, special water? What's that? Yeah, I want to do it in some hot, steamy water. I'm like, ooh, that sounds romantic. I'm envisioning like we do it in the tub, we get some chocolate-covered strawberries, some champagne. Oh, this is gonna be good. And then she puts the cherry on top. She's like, ooh, baby, I'll get everything ready. I want you to stand right here and close your eyes, because I got a surprise for you. And I love surprises, right? I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be so good. So I close my eyes. She goes to the next room. She gets everything ready. She's like, baby, keep your eyes closed. She comes in the room, takes me by the hand, and my eyes are still closed. She leads me into that room. First thing she does is take my right hand and stick it in that hot water. I'm like, ooh. That feels so good. I'm so turned on. I'm like, what you want me to do now? She's like, simple. I want you to wash every goddamn dish in that sink. sitting there just pissed like, I shaved my legs for this bullshit. That's marriage though, man. Marriage is tricky, y'all. Like I still remember my wedding day. That's when everything changed for me, man. I will say it is true. Once you get married, things will change. That's a fair thing to say. Everybody remember their wedding day? Remember? I remember my wedding day, man. Like I know you guys ain't married, but I can tell you what you can expect on your wedding day. I can tell you, man. I'm like a prophet when it comes to misery. I can tell you what's gonna happen. Here's what happens, man. You go to the church as the groom, you're a little nervous, but you're excited to be marrying the woman you love, and you see her for the first time during the ceremony. And she looks beautiful. She's almost glowing because that's every bride's job at a wedding, to look beautiful. And every bride does their job. That's right. This woman's holding up a drink like that's what she did to get through her fucking wedding. I like that. But you see her and you think to yourself as the groom, you start getting in your own head. You're like, ooh, look how happy my baby looks. You start telling yourself shit that ain't true. You're like, my baby's smiling like that because she's about to marry me, her man. That's why she's so happy, because she's proud. But that's bullshit. Oh, yeah. The reason a woman is smiling at a wedding because women are very, very good at keeping secrets, and they're about to let you in on the biggest one of your life. They're smart. They wait for the right time to let you in on a secret too. They wait for you to walk down the aisle, and they wait for you to say those words they've been dying to hear you say since the beginning of the relationship. And those words at a wedding are, I do. That's when they get happy as hell. And they get to follow you down the aisle. And they get to say those words they have been dying to say the whole relationship. They say, I do not have to suck your dick anymore. You know who's laughing? Married women. Look at Greg. He's like, how did he know? I know. And I've been married for over 25 years, and I know the secret. The longer you're married, the fewer blowjobs you get. After 20-something years, you're down to 2 occasions: birthdays, anniversaries. Look at my face, Greg. Look how desperate I look. I want a blowjob so bad. I'm so desperate, people, I faked 2 birthdays last week. Yes, I did. I'm serious. I waited for my wife to fall asleep at night. When she fell asleep, I got butt-ass naked, took all my clothes off. I walked over, I got myself one of those little hats, the cone birthday hat with a little strap, little birthday kazoo, you know what I'm saying? Walk right over to my naked, with my naked body, walk right over to my wife's face, still asleep. Put it right by her. She took one look at me and said, blow out your own damn candle. I'm gonna leave you guys with this real quick, man. I like how you feel bad for me. I think you... When I was first looking for a woman to be with in college, man, I tried every different kind of woman you could find, every culture, every race. I dated women from everywhere. And I finally found a woman from Africa, people. The dark continent. I thought, me as a black man in America, how hard could it be to date a woman from Africa? I found out pretty fucking hard. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. She had a very exotic name. Her name was Umbatu. That was her name. Yes, Umbatu. 3 clicks. Not 2, that's her sister, but 3. I found out dating a woman from Africa was different because I'm used to American women. I know what to expect from them. Like y'all remember, fellas, meeting your girl for the first time, and y'all make out that very first time. It's very magical. It's nice. You're getting to know one another. You kiss her, she kisses you back. You guys know what American women do if you kiss them on the neck. They gonna giggle or say something cute. That's what American women do. But not mbatu. That's not. I learned when you kiss a woman from Africa on the neck, them bitches go crazy. Because they're not just warriors outside, they're warriors inside when it comes to the bedroom. They're crazy. They don't take orders. They give them. I remember I kissed Mbatu on the neck. She lost her mind. I went, mwah! She went, oh, 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 oh. No, 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 no. I said no, no, no. No, do not stop. No, no, do not stop. No, no. She got excited. She jumped up. Hey! I was so confused. I didn't even have any bananas. What are you talking about? Then we got the courage to make love for the first time. People, that was different, making love to an African woman named Mbatu. That was different. Because I found out African women orgasm different. Now you guys know you make love to a woman, she reaches that point of no return. That's a natural, beautiful thing. But when a woman from Africa orgasms, that's some scary shit. Oh, it started out normal. She's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. I can tell she's about to hit that orgasm. It's about to happen. She's like, ooh, ooh, no, 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 no. Do not stop. No, no. All of a sudden, I'm like, oh, here it comes. She's like, ooh, oh, oh, oh. Ha, no, People, what the hell do I say to that? I said the first thing that popped in my head, Hakuna Matata. Thank you guys. My name is James Young. I love you.